back to the Jacked Up Bear Minecraft Let's Play series. I'm standing here with my trident I finally got. We got Riptide 3, Unbreaking 3, and Mending on it on Poseidon's Wrath. So I'm pretty excited about this because it means a few things. One thing it means is that I can most definitely start beefing with these guys and try to get into this area now. Maybe I need something else on it. What else do we need on it? Channeling or something? I can't remember. Trick shot time. We're trick shot season. It's trick shot season. Oh, okay. That's how the episode's starting. Us getting into fights and almost dying. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. I hope you're having a great start to your Saturday. I'm recording this early. I don't know if I'll upload it early though. I have some things I gotta go do today, and then again, traveling this weekend. So you're gonna see some pre-recorded episodes over the next few days. That's funny. Okay. I don't know what we're working on today. I have no motivation to play Minecraft again today, but with this trident, I kind of want to figure some things out. So maybe we go to the XP farm and just have a little chat while we're up there. Yeah, let's go up to the XP, the mob farm, and get some stuff done there. Let's go drop these hose off, because I don't need to carry those around. Yeah. Okay, I need some XP for enchanting, for upgrading, for doing all that stuff, for repairing. So, I don't know what other... I thought you could throw these. But maybe because I have Riptide on it, it only does the, you know? The one thing I don't like about the mouse spawner is that it's in the clouds, so every time a cloud passes through, I gotta sit here like this with my head in the cloud. Can't remember. Oh yeah, we can crouch below them at this level. Just one of those little things. One of those little things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lift this bridge up off the ground eventually. Just to make it more accessible. I don't think that bridge is ever gonna get lifted off the ground, obviously, but you know. I'm gonna leave this world for some people to download or whatever someday, and then they're just gonna go exploring, and if they haven't watched all the episodes, they'll find all kinds of cool stuff here and there. Little details. Okay, let's kill these guys. We don't have many on these. We have many on these. So. Nice. I guess I gotta do the armadillo scoot farm. Seems way faster, way more efficient. So maybe we should figure out how to do that, and then maybe build that. Maybe that's part of the struggle with this thing. Is there's a much better way to do it. Maybe soon. Maybe we're gonna plan to do a bunch of stuff in this world. So over time, when I'm more motivated to try something or do something new, I'm thinking I'm just not motivated to play Minecraft. But here I am, trying my absolute darndest to get a video up for the day. A chill video with this up here, but nonetheless. Time is such a valuable resource. You're constantly spending it doing something. Only then you fully understand the value. Instant health potion, huh? Yeah, sometimes you gotta look at these hoppers, I think. If they're like holding everything before they let it transport into there. Nice. Yeah, this is much slower than what I've seen people do at the scoot farm, so we'll have to check that out. Today might be just a short episode in general, like yesterday was. I apologize for that, but I will try to do some more frequently here soon. I just am not with it today. This past month's just been really taking it out of me. And it makes it hard to stay motivated to do anything that isn't just straight up work. Or that I'm, whatever. I find myself, lacking time and energy to do like literally anything for myself that I want to do. That's really frustrating. And having obligations to other people is part of the problem when it comes to I have time for myself, because I'm the kind of person that will just ask things. And you say yes enough, it gets to the point where people, that's the expectation. And when you don't meet those expectations, sometimes people can kind of be, I don't know, standoffish, or like a little bit like, well, you always do it, or like, that kind of thing. So just learning how to deal with that. It's tiring being capable and just able to do things for people while many others aren't. I am grateful, don't get me wrong, but such an interesting world we live in. I talked about this with one of my friends who is a diabetic. I said, okay, so like, what the apocalypse starts or something happens, like what's your first move? And they were kind of just like, well, I'd probably just enjoy the time that I have left. And I was like, kind of like, what do you mean? Like, you're just gonna lay down and die in the apocalypse? And they're like, pretty much. Like, I have diabetes, so like soon enough it would become a serious problem, and it would kill them. And I was just like, huh. Like, that's a take I wasn't ready for, because it doesn't affect me. Just kind of inspired a conversation about how the modern world is so available to everybody that we sort of tip the balance in a way towards what the next, well, not even tip the balance. We've completely altered the trajectory of humanity and the problems we are trying to survive or face or fix, while also attempting to make society accommodating for all people. At least here in the United States, that was always the mission, the goal, the plan, right? And it certainly wasn't that way for all people for the longest time. But that's the new America, right? In the new world, Western world. But it's almost like completely against nature, and that shows many other ways and many other societal norms that have arisen in the past years, is that it's completely against nature, or not accepting of what nature is or what reality is that nature creates. Because by the will of humanity, we're able to do things that we weren't in the past. And this all spawned from a conversation about the apocalypse with somebody who had diabetes. And I just always think back to that, because this happened a few years ago, but I always think back to that conversation and just to fully realize, to see the full picture after having that talk, feels sort of profound every time it happens, but also like, oh yeah, this is just the reality of it. Like, all it would take is one thing to tip the scales, and then humanity, society, the human consciousness, it would all revert back to a certain way of thinking. And while it would carry the memory of those days, those ideas, it it wouldn't necessarily be as accepted or be as necessary in a world where survival was all the main goal. Whereas today's main goal is more about luxury. It's like that whole, like, if you were starving, if the whole world was starving, right? And you needed food to feed your family, or they were all gonna die. And like, let's use a child, or like, let's use a child as an example. That was by itself and hungry, and you could give them the food, and that would help them. And they would survive, and you're like, oh, like you offer all these alternatives, like, oh, just come with me and we'll help you figure it out. And they're like, no, like they just want the food. But you know that this journey back is gonna take you a while, and if you don't bring food back to your family, your kids, they might die. Like if you're going to inherently say, because I'm a good person, I'm gonna help that kid. It's just, I feel that's sort of it's sort of a side effect of the modern day hero complex. They used to call it white savior complex because only white people were doing it, and being like, I can help these folks because I'm altruistic. It's a byproduct of that kind of mentality. Whereas, I mean, personally, I'm gonna go out of my way to ensure that my own self-preservation is considered priority, and my family's self-preservation is priority, versus anyone else's in a dire, drastic situation like that. But it's hard to picture or to sort of realize in the modern society, because we don't live that way. We live in a life of luxury. But that could all be taken away very quickly. I think that, if it really came to it, people would have to wake up to that reality of like, ooh, it's not about us or all of us. It's about me and my family and my success and my survival. And there definitely are some people out there with that mentality now, and they're running the world. They're the ones who get to make the decisions because they've chosen to be like that in every situation. Their self-preservation over everyone else's. I mean, there's one way to get extremely wealthy, guys, and it's to definitely hurt people, to walk all over them, to use them as like a stepladder. Nietzsche calls it the stepladder of humanity, right? That people are just these things you can use to better for yourself. And in an ultimate survival scenario, that would 100% have to be your truth, or you're not surviving, and all your morals and all that stuff, it wouldn't matter. That would all go away. A trust. I don't know. But the reason I bring up this conversation that I had my friend who is a diabetic about the future, about potential realities and the consequences of those, is because as humanity makes it easier and better for everyone over time, as we give opportunity like that to every person and continue to advocate for every person's rights, you're going to create a society in which people don't have self-preservation as the forefront. And without self-preservation at the forefront, you become more susceptible to the sort of, for the betterment of everyone else. And so then a select few people can realize that and take full advantage of it to hold power over people based on their moral aptitude towards saving others. Not helping, saving. Many people think they're saving things for people. Like, I hear a lot about it with the animals and with climate change, and we have to save these things, and you're not really saving anything. You're prolonging nature. You're prolonging inevitable things that, you're denying the fact that we're a part of nature too. So I don't think I've talked about this before on the channel, but that has affected me as well in this life and created issues for myself where I feel so strongly that I have to help others because I'm capable, that it hurts me by overreaching or overstretching myself so that I can't provide for myself or my family in the best way possible rather than for someone else. And that's just it's not like it's in the most drastic ways that I can't help myself or my family, because again, we have the society of, you know, we seek leisure more than anything else. So yeah, that's my TED talk for the day. Let's see what the episode's at. 21 minutes. I think we're just gonna end it there. I'm level 35. Got my some levels I needed that I wanted. Potentially do some more book enchantments. Get things going. I want to build a path over here someday. Smite 4, huh? Smite 4 and Power 4. Infinity? I don't even remember what Infinity does. Unbreaking 3. Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. More books enchanted. I think we're going to end it here. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. I hope this was a good talk today. I hope it gave you some insight or some perspective on who I am as a person in the moral area of reality, I guess I would say. But also, if you're a person who is afflicted by something that modern medicine is allowing you to live a fulfilled life or to just survive in general, what's your thoughts on all that? What's your thoughts on the apocalypse and humanity's kindness and how it might hurt people in the long run? Because again, I'm not one of those kind of people. I've been blessed, so a lot of my perspectives come from that blessed perspective of I've done well, so you know how can other people do well without the things that I have or without the lifestyle that I had? So just wondering. If you're making it this far in the videos, make sure you liked up the video. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment. Especially when we're doing the philosophical episodes where we chat a lot. I'd like to see some comments, or maybe, you know, I'm not saying that you gotta agree with me or not, but if you do, let me know. If you don't, let me know. I wanna have a. I'm not gonna debate with you in the comments or anything like that. I'm not that kind of person. If we ever get the chance to do something live, maybe I'll do something like that with you guys, where we just talk about different topics. We have like a philosophical episode where we talk about the reality of humanity and nature and our place in it all. So that's where I'm a real expert at, is humanity's place in nature. Talked about it a little bit, but yeah, that's me. I'm Bear. We'll see you next time.